There are more than 30,000 Starbucks locations worldwide, in grocery stores, airports, and of course, its many standalone locations. Chances are you've stopped into a Starbucks with your stomach grumbling and picked up one of the hearty breakfast options. But perhaps that isn't the best idea at the end of the day. If you stop to consider how quickly Starbucks serves up its meals, it's become obvious that the cafe could almost be considered a fast food restaurant. Many fast food establishments rely on frozen food, and Starbucks is really no different. Many of us keep frozen meals in our freezers, but perhaps it's not terribly wise to pay nearly $5 for a frozen sandwich, when you could microwave your own at home for less than $1. Beyond the cost issue, some freshly heated Starbucks sandwiches can stay frozen for a while. In a small Listeria recall in March 2016, it was noted that one type of sandwich was marked best by August, so that's 5 months later.
The item in question is the sausage, egg, and cheddar cheese English McMuffin called the Sausage Classic on the menu.
If that's somehow not enough to make you stop eating breakfast at Starbucks, there are other troubling factoids to consider. Panera wanted to crush its breakfast competition and did some investigating into how Starbucks cooks its eggs. What they found might finally turn you off from Starbucks breakfast for good. According to Business Insider, Panera asked the FDA to create an official definition of eggs after finding additives like artificial butter flavors, gums, and fake colors in the so-called eggs served at various restaurants. And yes, Starbucks happened to be one of them. Apparently, when Starbucks serves up those unusually fluffy and suspiciously perfect eggs, it's because they're really serving up eggs, soybean oil, modified food starch, whey solids, salt, non-fat dry milk, and citric acid. Yes, Starbucks breakfast sandwiches do contain some real eggs, but all those added ingredients should make you pause and consider what you're actually eating. Starbucks breakfast items like the spicy chorizo Monterey Jack and Egg breakfast sandwich can certainly be tempting, but according to Eat This, Not That, you'd be better off eating 17 strips of bacon than one of these sandwiches. That's because, believe it or not, the spicy chorizo breakfast sandwich somehow contains more fat. The takeaway here? The next time you visit Starbucks, you might want to stick with its decidedly burnt-tasting coffee. Starbucks has quite a dilemma, and it might be hard to remedy. Only 20% of the company's sales come from food, so there's not a whole lot of incentive to change the way it operates. Its many locations are often too small to accommodate a full-size kitchen, like other chain bakeries like Panera. Instead, Starbucks defrosts and reheats frozen food, and frozen food will never hold a candle to fresh food, will it? In theory, the company could invest in chefs in huge kitchens, but Starbucks is known for its coffee more than its snacks, and so the stores are obviously designed for baristas. Starbucks baked goods aren't particularly healthy either. Sugar makes everything taste better, but the coffee company is a little heavy-handed with the sweet stuff when it comes to making pastries like croissants, coffee cakes, and muffins. According to the Eating Well website, some of Starbucks breakfast pastries contain more than the 24 grams of added sugar that women can consume daily, and even more than the 36 grams of added sugar per day that men can safely eat. For example, Starbucks chocolate muffin packs an incredible 39 grams of sugar. If you're trying to eat healthy, Starbucks pastries and breakfast sandwiches really aren't the way to go. Critics have gone after the company's croissants too. According to OC Weekly, one unsatisfied customer noted that the croissants are way too buttery. Of course, butter tastes good, but it's certainly not the healthiest choice, especially considering that half the calories from this morning munch comes from fat. In the end, as much as you may love Starbucks coffee, the chain seems to be struggling to find healthy breakfast options to serve alongside your favorite morning cup. Until they make some changes, maybe you should stick to a venti of your preferred cup of joe and pick up your breakfast elsewhere.
Venti is a large coffee.
Really? Says who? Fellini?
How much is that? Here's a 10.
Do you accept lira or is it all
You know
euros
what? Just
now?
keep the change.
Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more MASH videos about your favorite food are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.